I thought I'd jump on here tonight and do a little live video about, it was just a bad day. This is something I was reading in a book the other day, and that, you know, we all have bad days. But just because you have a bad day or a bad couple of days or even a bad week, it doesn't mean you have a bad life. It just means you had a bad day. So, guys, don't get too down on yourself when things don't go right every day, because it's never going to go right every day. It don't matter who you are, you're going to have a bad day. It's going to happen. You're going to have days you get up in the morning and everything turns to crap. Nothing works. You hit your toe in the bed the first time, you get up, something's broken, you're late, you're running out, there's traffic, you're tied up, you're this or that, you forget something at home. It's going to happen. It happens to all of us. But just because that happens doesn't mean you have a bad life. It was just a bad day. You got to let it go and move on. Don't change who you are. Don't get down on yourself. We all have them. We can't be always excited. We can't be always full of energy. As you all know, I love sports. But the best teams in the world lose to the worst teams at times. The best superstars do nothing at times. Does that mean they suck? They're no good? No. They just had a bad day or a bad night. And that's what you got to look at, guys. Life is great, but it's also what we make it. I know I struggled for many years with different things, and if I had a bad day or bad week or something, I thought it was a bad life. I really get down on myself, and you know what happens when you get down on yourself? You have another bad day because you make it worse. But if you wake up in the morning with a fresh attitude, ready to go, ready to attack the day, and just say, that was yesterday, it was just a bad day, move on. Or, this is something I was watching a video on here one day, and if you're having a bad day and nothing's working for you, everything's going to crap, just nothing's going on, he said, well, go home, go to bed, end the day. Don't push through it. Just say the hell with it. End the day. Go do something you enjoy. And then get up the next day and attack it again. And I know some of us can't do that if you're at work and all that. But if you're able to, sometimes that's the best thing. Just end the day. Just go home. Stop. If it's not working, don't keep going. And I mean, there's so many things you can do, but that's my hope with a lot of my videos, my tips, is to inspire you when you're having a bad day, or really motivate you when you're having a good day, to go after your goals and dreams, to be excited about life. You know, if you're having a bad week, a bad day, bad month, you're not alone. Everybody goes through it, especially this time of year. You see a lot of people down. Christmas is hard for a lot of families. I'm so thankful it's not hard for me right now, but it's hard for a lot of people that are struggling and all that, and I wish them all the best. But sometimes we have to take it in our own hands. We have to go after the things ourselves. We can't just expect everybody to give us things, because sometimes that doesn't help us. If we go and learn how to do it ourselves, it does help us. And I wish everyone well, but I mean, you gotta help yourself. If you have a bad day, it's a bad day. You gotta figure out where you want to go in life, what you want in life, and what you're willing to do. If you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to fix yourself, if you keep blaming everybody else for your bad day, everybody else for all your bad luck and all this other stuff that happens to you, well, you're not going to get better. Because I hate to say this, and I know you're going to hate me, but we bring it on ourselves. You bring it on yourself sometimes. When you're a negative person, when you're down on yourself all the time, you bring more of that on. So remember, guys, you got to have that positive attitude. You got to go after your goals and dreams. You got to bring the energy to it. If you want things to change, you have to be the change you want to see. You can't come home, lie on the couch and do nothing and complain, oh, nothing works for me. I have no luck. I got this or that. You don't have this or that, and then wonder why you're not changing. You can't blame the government for everything. You can't blame your employer, your parents, or anything. It is your life. You got to do what you got to do to get where you want to go. So when you have a bad day, just let it go. Move on. Don't blame someone else. And then we've all done that. Don't blame your parents. We've all done that. No, you're an adult. You can do this yourself. You can change. It don't matter where you come from. Many, many, many people have been successful in life that started out poor, that had a bad track record, that had nothing. So don't blame anybody else for, don't blame your past for your future. If you want a better future, you can get it. But you just got to remember, one bad day, one bad week does not equal a bad life. It just means that you just had a bad day. And I know it's hard. It is very hard to get through that. But guys, you got to stay positive and keep working towards what you want. The first step is to figure out what you want in life and what are you willing to do. Are you going to put the work in? Because if you're not going to put the work in, you could have many bad days because nothing's going to change if you're not changing it. You know, you go to work, you complain every morning about your boss, you don't do half your work, you go in there grumpy, angry, cranky, saying you hate your job, hate your boss, hate your coworkers, hate all this. Well, the job's not going to change. It's not. And it might be you. You might be the problem. I hate to say that too, but it might be true. You might be the problem because you're the one there going in with a negative attitude. If you go in with a positive attitude, you know, it can make all the difference. Go in with a smile on your face. Good morning. Good to see you. Are we ready for a great day? You know? And it will be better than if you started with that negative attitude. I was once reading or listening to Zig Ziglar. I love listening to some of the stuff he does. I know it's a long time ago. I'm dating myself, but he said there was a guy that moved cities, and he went into a store and he asked the guy, he said, "Well, what's this city like?" And the guy said to him, "Well, what was your old city like?" "Oh, it was terrible. The mayor was hateful. She done nothing. You couldn't get anything done. The people were cranky and all that. Oh, it was just terrible. You know, I had to get out of there." Well, the guy said, "Well, it's pretty much the same thing here." So that guy left. Then another lady came in. And she said to the guy, "What's this city like? I'm moving here and I can't wait to get involved in things. What's it like?" He said, "Well, what was your old city like?" "Oh, it was wonderful. The people were great. It was so friendly. You know, it was just a positive environment. We had so much fun, but we had to move to our job. So we're looking forward to this new adventure in this new city. And I'm just curious what the city's like." He said, "Well, it's the same as this place you moved from. It is a great city, and you're going to love it here." What's the difference? How the person comes in. If you come in with a negative attitude, don't matter where you move to. It don't matter the job you move to. A lot of people move jobs and they have the same problem. I've done it. I complained about my job at security, and then I moved to Salvation Army as manager, and I complained about that. But it wasn't a job. It was me. I didn't like the job. I didn't like the stuff. So it was nobody else's fault but my own. And that's what you got to realize. Guys, it's not the other people. It's you a lot of the time. If you don't like your job and you're always complaining, well, that's where you're going to get no matter where you go. If you don't do your work, if you always have a bad day at work, well, it's you sometimes. So you got to figure out how to change that. How can you go in with a positive attitude? Well, the first thing is wake up in the morning, maybe wake up 15 minutes earlier. Do some exercise. Do something positive. Listen to motivational audio. My videos are great ones too. I do it every morning. I listen to motivational audio just to get that little thought through your head that today's going to be a great day. And then, you know, get moving around or read a motivational book or inspirational book or self-help book. Do something to start your day on a positive note and watch your life change. You know, you are in control of your life. If you want to have more good days than bad days, you got to start by being the good you want to see in each day. It's simple as that. Go into work with a smile on your face. Do your work. Be pleasant to your coworkers. Help your coworkers. Help that coworker that's been nasty to you. Help them. And just watch how your life will change. You'll probably get the promotion a lot quicker than if you go in there with negative and do nothing. That's for sure. If you go in and do more than you're paid for, you'll eventually get paid for more than you do. Many people have said that. But it's more the attitude. You want to have a better life. You want to have a fun life. Guys, you got to be the fun you want to see. You got to be the positive energy you want to see. You got to be the positive attitude you want to see. Because remember, it's not a bad life. It was just a bad day. You want to have more good days, more positive days, more exciting days, more better days. You have to be that change. You have to be that person first. You can't expect someone else to bring the energy for you. You can't expect someone else to always motivate you or inspire you or to give you everything. You have to go after it and go get it. So, guys, tonight I just wanted to jump on here, say that little bit of stuff, remind you it's not a bad life. It was just a bad day. Why not change it? Why not change your life and go get the lifestyle you want and deserve? Because guess what? You can do it. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, please do and hit the little button so you get notice of my videos. I create a lot of daily motivational, inspirational videos that I hope will give you that little kick or jolt to get through the day. And remember, guys, go do something today your future self's going to thank you for. Have a great day, friends.